Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cecelia Howard. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday, happy new week. In today's video, I will be talking about a very sensitive talk. Women in the house, come closer, let's talk. Also men in the house, come closer, let's talk. This talk is very critical and also very important. Actually, it's a very sensitive talk. So when we got back from church today, my husband asked me a question. I believe he saw something on the internet. And the simple question is, what is my take about a woman not working, just sitting at home? Husband telling the wife, you don't have to work, just sit at home and take care of our kids. And I began to talk. And I will be telling you my own personal view, which I will be backing up with biblical points today. I'm somebody that believes so much in God. I'm a Christian, and I'm not only a Christian, I follow what the Bible says. And I'll be talking to you about this sensitive talk today. Anyway, from my own perspective, I believe a woman is loaded. And what I mean by a woman being loaded is that God has created us in a very special and unique way. We have the ability to multitask. We have the ability to do several things at the same time. And God created us, most importantly, for a purpose. So if you are a human being living, maybe you are a male or you are a female, God has created you for a purpose. On this topic of maybe a woman should work or sit back at home and take care of the family, I totally disagree with that. And I am not perfect, but I'll give you my reasons for saying that. I believe that going back to when God created men, He created us for a purpose. And as a woman, God has created you for a purpose. Your purpose in life is not just for you to get married and terminate all your God's given gift. And I'm not perfect, and don't judge me. But when God created you, He created you with a purpose. And for you to now say you are complimenting your husband, you decided to hang on everything that God has created and deposited in you to take care of your family. You are not achieving your purpose. God created you as a woman because you have so many abilities in you to multitask. And you are not just only created to get married and to take care of your family, take care of your husband, take care of your children, and just sit at home. No. Lives are attached to your life. And you also need to have that fulfillment from the inside. And if you're just sitting at home doing nothing, you're not going to get the fulfillment. The depression will come, everything that you can ever think of will come. And I don't care which part of the world you are, maybe in the Western world, maybe you live in Africa, maybe you live in the rural area. God has deposited so much in you. Even if you are an uneducated person, there is something in you as a woman that you can do to positively affect people around you. And that's the reason why God created you. He created you because He knows that you have the ability and the capability to take care of your husband, to take care of your children, to take care of yourself, and to nurture and take care of people around you. And when you decided to hang all this without fulfilling your purpose in life, you're killing some people's dream. Because take, for instance, God has connected a life or a destiny to yours, maybe through your skills. And for the fact that you decided to sit back and do nothing because you're taking care of your family, that will affect that life. And that life outside that also needs to affect somebody positively because you did not do your part. We affect another life. And this will in turn affect generations. Women out there, for the fact that you are created with a purpose, it doesn't matter where you find yourself. Maybe you find yourself in the Western world. Maybe you're supporting your husband because you don't have the ability or capability, or you don't even have the necessary paper to work. There is still something God has deposited in you that you can use to motivate people positively out there. Let's take, for instance, this is now a social media world. You can even decide to be making hair. There are some people that don't know how to do this. You can create your own channel, be making hair and teach people out there. You'll be earning income and you are positively affecting lives. You can even take some professional exam online. Maybe let's say even empowerment. You learn new skills and you come online, you teach people. Someone might see your video and they might decided to go and rent a store or a shop and start their own empowerment from there. And it might even be cooking. You might be at home and just try to think out of the box. Then what can I do? Maybe you're cooking, you're teaching people how to make different pastries. You go online, you research, and you put yourself out there. And you are helping one woman out there that don't even know how to bake meat pie, for example. They saw your video and they tap into that and they started doing that, and people start giving them order. And they take order, and from that, they are a small house. They take it, they get a big shop. You are affecting somebody out there. But if you think that, oh no, I can't do anything, I just have to sit at home doing nothing, you can't do that. By the time those kids you're taking care of are grown up and leave the house, you will find yourself being miserable. God has deposited so much in you, and you cannot just sit down and not do anything. You can only dish out things to people when you are full. So you can't keep giving to your husband, to your children, without you yourself even making yourself happy. That is the reason why God called you a woman. A woman must be able to multitask. You should be able to take care of your family, take care of your husband, take care of yourself, and take care of people around you. Yours might even be, let's say you know how to do gardening. Maybe you know how to plant tomatoes and you are doing that diligently and you put it out there. Somebody sees it. Or you even put together a group of people, teach them empowerment. You might know how to do crochet and you might know how to do ear. Teach people. Pour into people. God has not created you for yourself alone. And God has not created you for your family alone. There is so much God has deposited in you. And now let's take this back home. For people that are educated, a woman that God created, you went to school, you have the degree, and your parents suffer so much on you. And now because you got married, you earned the boot. You said, oh no, I am done. I'm not going to use that skill. It is not good for you. It is not good for your emotional well-being. It is not good for you as a person, because that skills that you've acquired can actually affect someone out there positively. You can use it. You can use that skills to help somebody positively outside. And while you're doing that, you're achieving your God's given destiny. What I want to say in summary is that God has not created you, woman, for your family alone. When He said two will become one, and one will chase 1,000, while two will chase 10,000. If you go out on your own way and you're doing what God has deposited in you, making yourself happy, fulfilling destiny, that is when you can come back to your house and you will be happy, not just sitting down at home, not doing anything. Please find something to do. Even if you are uneducated, find something to do. Getting married should not put an end to your life and to your career. You can still multitask while you're still being a submissive wife, while you're still being a loving mother, while you're still taking care of yourself. That is the reason why you are being called woman, because God knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. He knew that you have the capability and the ability to multitask. So please, I am begging you, irrespective of the part of the world that you have, don't let I don't have papers to work stop you from using that skills that God has given to you, from using that God's given gift that God has given to you to empower and to affect life positively around you. Your life is not just only for your family. It is not just only for your husband. It is not just only for your children. It is for people around you. And don't let generation around you go down the drain, all because you did not answer the call. And again, you can pour onto others when your cup yourself is full. If you just be at home, you do nothing, you bring nothing to the table, you are not fulfilling your purpose, you are not making yourself happy, there is no way you can help your husband. There is no way you can help your children. There is no way you can be happy yourself. I don't want you to be depressed. I don't want you to be thinking, but know that even in your present situation, there is something God has deposited in you that you can use to affect your generation. You can use to affect people around you positively. Please use this positively. Enough of all this ideology that, oh, women, you just get married and you just sit back at home doing nothing. There is something God has deposited in you, and God is ready to multiply that which He has deposited in you. Don't let your situation, don't let your environment, for people that travel out of the country, don't let that limit you. Find something to do. Let God multiply what you have in your hand. As it said in the Bible, that what you have in your hand, God will multiply what you have in your hand. But if you can't do that soul searching, and do that and use that skills that God has given unto you to empower others, to positively affect lives around you, then you will be frustrated. I hope I was able to speak to someone out there that you can still have a good marriage, you can still have good children, you can still pour into your own family, and at the same time affect people's life out there positively, and use what God has deposited on the inside of you to affect your world, to even make you happy. It is not just about sitting at home. It is not just about getting married and you just end your life. Like, seriously, you have a life before you came across your husband. You have a life, you have a goal, you have a motive, you have something that is burning in your heart. Go ahead and do that thing. Don't limit yourself by circumstances. Don't limit yourself by where I am, I can't even do it. Look on the inward. What has God put in your heart? What has God put in your hand? Use it, and you will be glad that you do this. And most importantly, you can't pour into others if your cup is empty. You need to do what make you happy, not pleasing others while you let your life just take a back seat. It is not good. And that is not what the Bible says, that you should let your life take a back seat while you please everybody around you. I hope I'm able to talk to you today. And I will be coming back with another episode of this when I will have my husband with me to give us his own opinion regarding what he thinks about women getting married, and the husband tell them, don't do anything, don't work, just sit at home. I hope I'm able to convince someone out there. And please let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. But my point to you is that God has created you as a woman for a purpose. You have something on the inside of you. Don't kill that goal. Don't kill that skills. Don't kill that motive. Don't kill that gift that God has deposited on the inside of you. Don't let us go back to our forefathers' ages time when they would tell their wife to sit back at home while they go farming. That is what some of the men are doing to our women now. Your wife needs to work. They need to do something. They can't just sit at home taking care of the kids. Please allow them to work. Allow them to use their gift. They are first human being before they met you. God has created them for a purpose. For the fact that they became your wife, that doesn't mean that they should hang their destiny. They need to do something. Look inward, what God has deposited on you into you, and use that positively. And also look around you. What can you do to positively affect others, to make you happy, and to affect generation and lives out there? I hope I'm able to convince you today. Let me know what you think, and we'll be doing a part 2 of this. Thank you so much for listening to this video. Until next time, when I come your way, it's to your girl, Cecelia Ho, and I love you all. And I want you to fulfill your God's given destiny, because life depends on your life. Thank you. Bye for now.